Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dominions 4 Multiplayer Showdown, episode 7 for the series. This is going to be turn 20, and not too much happening right now actually, just a battle. So let's go ahead and watch that battle. I do like watching all the battles. I know some people skip them. I personally just really enjoy it. I think it's a huge part of the game. We'll see how we do. Could be a little nerve-wracking. We do got our god, so I think we'll be alright, but our army's relatively small. We got to hurry up and close that distance though. That skeleton spawning really does help. There we go. Routing some forces there. I see that they got a pretty powerful looking unit from the looks of it, but that was it there. So there we go. Another area taken. That makes me very, very happy. We can see here that we got lots of researchers now, which is good. Plus these skeletons here. So what do we got? 20 enemy units. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and push right towards that now. I think that we're perfectly fine to do that. I think we're going to be okay. We'll just grab up our units here. Like so. And like so. Alright. So I know some of these are not fully set up yet. So let's have these guys stay behind the troops. We'll have our horses kind of off to the side here, and we'll have them we're gonna have them hold and attack the. We'll just do closest units for now. All right, for you guys, let's get you in a line formation. Yeah, we'll go line formation, and we want them to attack. Have these guys off to the sides. Battle orders, attack, closest enemy. And then for these guys, I'm guessing I can place them. So let's place them up in the front because we want them to die before anybody else. Alright, and then we want these guys to attack closest enemy, set their battle order. They're also skeletons, so we'll put them up in the front. Protect my more valuable units. Since these units were cheap, they were free, so no point in really trying to keep them super alive. And this unit here, I might as well send him as well. And he's already set, I believe, to do some stuff. He should be set to cast, yes, raise skeletons. So that'll be actually really useful. And then we'll bring you and you. I think that that's going to be enough. So let's give it a shot. Now, still building that castle. We ought to be 2 months remaining, so we're getting there, which would be good. Oh, wow. Minotaurs. Very cool. I haven't messed with that at all. I'm not going to attack just yet. I'm going to wait till most of his forces move down. I probably should give an official declaration, like letting him know I'm attacking. It would just be the right thing to do. I'm going to go ahead and put 10 in these for now, although I'm not too worried about Helheim. He's being attacked by 2 different people right now, so I think we're going to be okay. Let's go ahead and search for magic sites. We're preaching, but we do want to start heading up here because next turn, if we take this province, and I don't think it'll be an issue, we're definitely going to want to go ahead and claim that throne. Gonna move my god and his forces down. Probably attack this province with it. These 2 armies maybe at the same time. If I think it's going to be an issue. If I don't, I'll probably just use this army depending on what's left. I'd really like to take my god and his units and send them all the way down to here. So I can go ahead and pick up some archers. And maybe I'll stop in here. Yeah, and pick up some archers. And by the time I get here too, there should also end up being a bunch of units available from the castle as well. Starting to get up there with the gems, and I really need to mess with this a little bit more. So I see here that we got another one of these guys. How do we want to do this? I guess I could just have him research for now. It would help with the research. Taking a look at that, we've almost got enchantment level 4. We really want the flaming arrows. I think that that's going to help a lot. These guys are just on standby right now. How's province defense here? That'll be fine. That's fine for now. Okay, I want to hold on to my gold. I am going to probably want to get another castle up and running. I just don't know where yet. Maybe up here. Very low income. Okay, so that's not a good one. High income. Got good resources. Okay. Swamp, very low income. Excellent resources. So I have an interesting area here. We do have some high income down in the south here, which is good. These two provinces are free of military units, and I think that I'm going to try to make those my provinces. But, let's see, I think that's it. I don't want to mess with anything just yet. However, yeah, after we get enchantment 4, we're going to go ahead and do just a little bit of construction. I do want to get some items that I'll be able to make to start equipping my units. So kind of a short turn, but that is what we've got in store. Everything planned out and ready to go. Hopefully get another throne on our side fairly soon. And I'm going to go ahead and read some more guides and keep getting familiar with the mechanics of the game, because I do want to try a couple different new things, which also reminds me, if you guys have any suggestions for things you'd be interested in seeing me doing during this playthrough, definitely let me know. It will be a couple turns behind, always remember that, because we are recording and doing our playthrough about 5+ turns ahead. So, but yeah, I know a couple of you guys have already suggested things, and I am doing them. So sort of going for the flaming arrows was a suggestion, and getting more researchers, getting a castle built down here. So I am taking your suggestions, so keep them coming. But thank you guys, and I'll see you next turn. All right, and here we are in turn 21. All right, there's a lot going on. Let's see what we've got. So, a messenger from Arverni. Greetings, mighty Ermor. It pleases the High Druid Council that you would join us in dividing up the lands of Helheim. To cement the deal, we demand that the Blue Desert 32 and the Lake of God 44 be kept independent. A buffer between us will breed solid trust. All right, 32 and 44. Oh boy, what have I done? We shall not forget your assistance in our time of need. We request only that you do not enter the cloud-capped spires. A trap awaits Pangea there, and we would regret snaring innocent creatures. Well, that's good to know. Once this contemptible war with the lesser beings is resolved, we look forward to an honorable and amicable contest for ascension against a worthy race such as yourselves. For now, accept this honorarium on behalf of those who are about to die for our mutual glory. And we have received 5 death gems from Helheim. Okay, so I'm playing the game here. Oh, I feel so dirty. Well, listen, I did explain that I'm not going to go to war necessarily with Helheim. My whole goal is to really go to war with Pangea, so that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attack them. And that might confuse Marverni, but technically, as far as I know, Marverni isn't fighting a war. They're not. Nobody has really contacted me from Pangea saying that I have to like be on their side or anything. These guys are gonna be so mad once they find out what I've done. All right, research and enchantment is completed, so that's fantastic. That gives us the flaming arrows. We found no magic sites. There was a battle, and unexpected event has occurred. We got luck +1. Battle afflictions. Let's go ahead and watch this battle here. This was a pretty important one. There's a throne here, so hopefully we'll get it. Oh yeah, we've got a nice big. Ooh, here we go. We've got a nice big army here. I don't think this is going to be a problem, but let's go ahead and fast forward it. Now they did have a pretty powerful. They had a lot of mages last time, which is what really did us in. So hopefully that doesn't do it to us. Boy, those, I tell you what, those flaming arrows and everything, the flaming abilities they got, all those magical abilities definitely are doing some damage. You can see that lightning bolt there just killed a lot, but there we go. Oh, seems to be some units still here. Okay. All right, so we did take it. Wow, they put up quite the defense, though. I'll give it to them. I will give them that, but let's go ahead and move into this territory. And what is going on? Okay, they have to move up into here. They can't move down. Okay, through the mountain, I guess. Yeah, right there. Duh. Duh. Okay, so what do we got? The Throne of Fire produces 1 fire gem per turn. Spreads the minion 2. Blessed troops get attack skill +3. Produces 2, so it's producing 1 per turn, and this, if we gain claim it, it'll have the following effects. Produces 2 fire gems per turn. Enables recruitment of the adept pyro flag. Anyways, and boost fire ritual range by 1 province. Okay, so wow, that's a really good throne. Now, what are the Spirewoods, Black Alps? He said don't enter the cloud cap spire, I believe. Yeah, a trap awaits. Okay, so we're not gonna enter the cloud cap spire. We're just gonna leave that as is, which is fine. These guys really seem to think that I'm on their side. It's gonna be extremely disappointing when I come. We're still holding off. I'm playing like middle of the road here because because I'm Ermor and secretly I'm super evil and I want to kill all 3 of the races. You guys are gonna think I'm really dirty for this, but basically my tactic is being that I'm just gonna let these guys, just all 3 of them, destroy each other, and then I'm just gonna kind of come in. Whether or not that actually works really well, I don't know, but it'll be pretty funny nonetheless. I don't think that I have to take all these units with me, right? There's really no reason to, but I will take these ones. And then for you, why don't you go ahead and search for magic sites? And we'll go ahead and take our priest with us. And then you already searched for magic sites in 54, correct? Syrian for magic sites. So let's send you up here to look for magic sites. Alright, we've got more people that could be doing some research right now. And speaking of research, should be almost, yep, 1 more turn and we'll have our castle, so that's good. We got enchantment 4. This gives us Raised Dead, Behemoth, Twiceborn, but Flaming Arrows were something I really wanted to get here. I think we're going to go for construction just for a little bit so I can build a couple items. Or at least start working on maybe constructing some items. Now for our hero here, I know I wanted to equip him the... there was a magical item I wanted to give him, which was the champion skull. So for some reason I thought it was death magic level 2, but that's not what it does. You have to have death magic level 2 to make it. But what the actual skull does is, I guess it the one will become a seasoned warrior in no time. So it actually gets whoever has it, it'll give them experience, which is good. And we must be a province with a lab. So I cannot give it to my... I cannot give it to my god, but once we get a province with a lab, we'll go ahead and give that to him. I'm actually doing pretty good here for the... Okay, so we're going to go for construction. Enchantment we've got. So we do want to start working on trying to get the flaming arrows, which I think... I mean, we've got a guy right here who has fire 3, so we really could just empower him. Fire to level 4 costs 60 fire gems. That's a lot. Maybe I'll wait and see if I get some items that'll be valuable. Forge magic item. Now, can I make anything right now? Ooh, Ring of Fire. Fire resistance plus 15. So unfortunately, it doesn't work. Start of battle, spell, animate skeletons. Spell, animate. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. Well, speaking of spells, which we've got a couple of them. I might want to go to army setup here. I see I've got him raising skeletons, animating dead. Raise skeletons. We're going to animate dead. And then why don't we try... Actually, I'm sorry, raise dead. Okay, yeah, raise skeleton, raise dead. Oops. Okay, for now. Bishop, I'm not too worried about. And where is our champion here? He's got raised skeletons. Okay. So flaming arrows is something we definitely want to get. Communion master, communion slave. That's something I need to work on too. I'll actually end up having, what I'm going to do is turn these guys into communion slaves. I wonder if I'll have it give him, who do I want the communion master to be actually? If I give this guy right here enough, it'll be this guy. So actually I'm going to move him into this province here. Because I want to have these guys be slaves and him to be a master. That should give me, that should be able to empower him enough to get the extra fire. Which would be really useful because I want to get the flaming arrows. And then we've got to get these arrow guys somewhere. But I'm going to have a castle here next turn. So I'll probably end up with a castle being here. I'll probably end up building different units here. And then I'm going to move this guy here up towards my castle so I can distribute the archers out to various units. I need to get more guys who can cast flaming arrow. You know what, we're going to work on getting for research, we're going to work on getting more construction anyways, so maybe we'll get some items here. I think there is one that raises fire, and I think that's going to help us. Oh, actually, you know what, duh, we've got this throne here. Once we capture this, we should be able to maybe build some special units. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, that's the end of this turn, so thank you guys. All right, in turn 22, here we are with a lot of stuff to look over. Not as much as last time, I don't believe, but still. Greetings, ally. Now is the time to take advantage of Helheim's weaknesses. Take all the land you want south of Helheim's main fortress. We only claim all to Helheim's west. So I'm assuming Helheim got pretty much destroyed. I'm kind of taking advantage of the fact that I'm playing as a two-faced piece of crap, and I'm allowing everybody to destroy each other whilst I only grow stronger. Research and construction was completed, which is nice. We found a magic site, a burial mound, so we'll take a look at that. That could be really useful. We had a battle. Unexpected event occurred, so we found a handful of magic fire gems. Awesome. The construction of our castle is completed, and a battle affliction was cured. So let's go ahead and watch this battle. I believe this was the last province we had that was empty around us. And a lot of our... Ooh, yikes. There we go. A lot of our forces have united to wage this battle. I actually combined some armies together. And you can see we're pretty much going to come in here and just wreck these guys. There we go. Well, at least they're holding out. Good on them, I guess. All right, so here we are. I see Helheim's not doing too hot. I'm not sure when a good time to launch an invasion would be. Probably as soon as possible. We've got lots of archers that were being built. Now let's go ahead. We are going to keep some archers here, but now I want to start working on bringing some of these guys in. You can see that we can bring a lot of them. So let's do that there. We do want to start getting one standard at least, and I think we should get archers as well. Wow, we really don't need that many. Okay, let's do standard and then some archers. There. Wow, that'll be nice. So that should really make a big difference for that. Now, I'm not sure if we found magic sites here. Let's go ahead and do some looking. We had found a burial mound. Produces 1 death gem per turn, so I'm getting a lot of death gems now. This is very good. And my priest is here. We're going to move down so we can claim the throne. I see Helheim is not doing too well. And there's no military units in any of these provinces. Trying to think of a good reason to go after Pangea. I feel like he's I feel like Dwarf Comic's actually a pretty experienced player. Yeah, I'm totally just playing like, oh, I'm playing how I would feel Ermor would play. I mean, Ermor's the kind of nation that only cares about itself. You know, it's It's like a Roman Empire nation, and we're pretty two-faced. We're just trying to come out on top, and we're practicing with the dark arts, which is going to inevitably make us evil. So that's kind of how I'm playing it. I am going to start moving. Let's see. Let's see. You're moving. I do want to start moving my army in a direction that makes sense. I don't really want Pangea up in my northern borders. I feel like that's super not good. But I don't have really armies well set up and ready to go. Yeah, we need to get these guys all heading down to the castle so we can get them kind of reinforced. We're going ahead, searching for more magic sites. I need to get another castle built probably somewhere up here. Who would be available to do that? These guys are all getting set up. What I'm actually going to do with these guys is set... We want you to cast a specific... we want you to be a communion master. And then we want to set these guys to cast a specific spell. Oh, they can't... They don't have astral. I just realized that. Silly me. None of these guys are going to be useful without the astral. Crap. You're going to have to grab up some other units then. It's not going to work. These units will probably be fine. They have astral, so they're going to make good. So we'll just keep these guys researching then. So you actually, I lied. You got to get out of here and go back here. Which is fine. So actually, go ahead and head back here, and we're going to equip you with a bunch of these guys. Which, am I actually recruiting more of them? I'm not, and I definitely should be. And go ahead and repeat recruitment of that. Okay, and then once my army moves down there, we can go ahead and kind of mess around with recruiting. But we got lots of recruiting going on here. This guy could actually probably start getting a pretty big army set up. So he's already got a ton of archers, and we're going to put them in the back and put them in a double line formation, I think. And I may even want 2 groups of these. So we could split this somewhere where I assume half would be. Then do the same thing up here. That worked. That pretty much gets me what I want. So why don't we do 2 double line formations in the back of this army here. And we'll move him kind of here. Battle orders, you guys are going to fire and keep distance. Closest enemy is fine. Fire and keep distance to the closest enemy. Okay, so they're all set up and ready to go. And then as we recruit more of, if you can see here, as we start recruiting these units, we'll go ahead and keep adding them to his army. Taking a look at him, he's actually could probably be he could probably field a pretty competent army. At least it's going to be mainly archers under his command. Maybe with a few bodyguards, actually, is what I'll do. Some people to just kind of stand around and protect him as a commander. So it might not be a bad idea to give him an item if I can. I guess it's where labs have to be. I don't have a lab here. Speaking of labs. Oh, we could build roads. That's interesting. Build underground storage. Storage, a gatehouse we're going to want at some point. Okay, let's go ahead and get a lab. Since we can't recruit any of these units without a lab. And you can just, you could technically build roads or something. We'll hold off on that. Okay, I gotta pick up some of these units too that are just hanging out. Where's my spy? I was sending him. I was gonna send him. We're gonna send him north, actually. We're gonna send him up in this area so I can get an idea of what's going on. Plus, I can come up here and see how Helheim's holding up. I don't think they're holding up too well. I might try to... Next turn, I think I'm gonna try to throw a wrench in that plan. And I'm really waiting for my army to kind of get down here, but I might throw a wrench in that plan and go ahead and start pushing into his territories, into Pangea's territories. Since I never really declared that I was allies of them. I'm actually going to contact Merverny and send him an interesting message. I'm going to put, dear friend, the Ermor Senate has received word that the filthy I don't even know how to pronounce his okay, Pangea. Okay, Pangea, yep. So yeah. Make sure I got the right person. Okay. Your scum are trying. Reach a stage of unstuck. I'm not gonna say that I'm going to war with them or anything. I'm just gonna kind of plant in his mind that Pangea is not necessarily on his side, because really they're not. At least Helheim told us that they were trying to use us as pawns in a much larger game. So I'm gonna send that to the Merverny and see what he says about it. Either way, that'll justify me going to war now, because it may, hopefully, I'm hoping that Merverny does not alert Pangea that I'm plotting against him. But Pangea's not even my ally anyways, because he didn't send me any like messages or anything saying, hey, we're allies. He never asked me to join the war with Helheim. Merverny did. And so I'm going to kind of just try to slowly fabricate an excuse to go to war with them. If I message Merverny, then it won't be as much of a surprise after he reads that message when I declare war on Pangea in the next coming turns. Because if he's got a province right here, he's getting pretty big. I'm setting my scout up here so I can see what he's got, but I'm already getting nervous because it looks like he might have three thrones, and with a throne right on the border between us, and then potentially this throne pretty close to him. I mean, look, he's got this here. So yeah, he's got this right here. So he's probably all down in this area. And he has no military units here. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. So I need to prepare myself, and that's what I'm gonna do. So either way, a little bit of a long episode, but this is the end of this episode. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I do hope that you enjoyed these last turns, and I look forward to seeing you next time.